Easily find, book, and manage your travel nursing assignments with the AMN Passport app. Download today.
My trauma started at a young age, and before I could really articulate what had happened to me and what I was feeling. And I was, always a little artistic, so I'd like to draw, and but I also like to write. I always like to write from a young age, and so it started out in the form of poetry and drawing, and then it evolved into painting, and then eventually it evolved into dancing. And why I want to share that is because, yes, some people are automatically like creative expression. What? That's a luxury. Like some people feel like spending time on hobbies and creative expression is a luxury that they don't have time for. But the reality is it allows you. It's sort of like exercise in that it gives you a distraction. It gives you a release. It allows you to do something that is not related to what is consuming your life, in sometimes negative ways. And seeing this is the reality of any healthcare field, and very true of nursing, is that it is high stress. I mean, regardless of the type of nursing you're in, you're always being asked to do more with less. You're always being asked to cover shifts and do this and go above and beyond what even you feel your mind and body are capable of on most days. And it's like, and it's like you've got to do something that counteracts, just like with the muscles. You want to do things with your body that counteracts what you're always doing on a regular basis. The same thing with what you do outside of the workplace is to do like things that oppose what you're always immersed in all the time. And so that's why, some people say, well, I don't have time for things like creative expression. But actually think about, like, just try it, because what could happen to you if you allowed yourself to step away from the things that consume you and immerse yourself in something completely unrelatable that's enjoyable and something that you created, and it could actually give life back to you. Like what people a lot of times do when they have really stressful jobs is a lot of times they work on just fully decompressing in ways like they'll sleep, and they work on eating and watching TV and lounging, because in doing things that, they think are the complete opposite of work, but then they don't do anything else that stimulates them. It's like they want they don't want to be stimulated anymore. But there are ways that you can be stimulated that can be life-giving. And again, there are many forms of creative expression, and what works for one person may not work for another, and what works at one stage of your life may not work at another.
Right.
And it's about trying different things. And like you could say, if you think like creative expression is way out of your realm of possibility, I encourage you to sit back and think about, what are things that you did when you were young? What did you enjoy before the world started engulfing you into its priorities, before you started worrying about making money and paying the bills? And what did you actually used to enjoy? And see if you can tap in to that again, because there are all sorts of classes you can do that are like super cheap. You can go to the library has classes, and community colleges have really cheap classes, and you have even things that are a little more expensive, where you can go to like a paint and sip if that's what you like to do, and paint as a group and be taught how to paint. And there's so many things that you can do, and just to explore something that once was interesting to you, once that made you smile, one time made you smile, and it could have been decades ago, but if you liked it once, you might like it again.